we have in the studio tonight? No other than is our South Asian candidate running for District 28. So let's say good evening to Mr. Japneet Singh. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, you are.
I don't want to be the one to butcher your name. I know growing up, well, you know, this is a very diverse community. I must say welcome. And as you were talking earlier, you went to schools right in this community. And welcome to Shanaz Musical Sensation. Guys, show him some love. And Mr. Japneet Singh is representing the South Asian candidate. How many candidates are you running against?
3.
3 candidates, okay. I'm not familiar with the others, so far you got my vote.
Nice, thank you. That means a lot.
And I know our Richmond Hill community, we are just about to co-name Little Guyana because we have Punjab, we have, you know, it's very diverse.
Right.
And we on 101 Avenue that was co-named recently. So this is, as I mentioned earlier, is the melting pot. Everyone is here from South Asian community, Guyanese, islands, and seeing that you live right here. I want to say there's a big, you call this a mosque, temple?
Yeah, Gurudwaras,
the Gurdwara.
Mandars,
101 Avenue, and you know, you guys have been doing a fantastic job. Say it again.
Gurdwara.
Gurdwara. Gurdwara. See?
There you go, you got
It's
it.
a learning process, and it's good
100%.
to speak to different folks so you learn more. And I found out he was born in Punjab, the city, right?
Punjab is a state, and then
State.
the city is Urmurtanda, which is 30 minutes out from Jalandhar. That might be easy.
That's like a main city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jalandhar Hospital is where I was born, so that's a pretty prominent.
And he's coming from the mosque, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have his campaign manager in the studio also. Good evening, and hopefully she's doing a good job introducing you to all our Guyanese businessmen, our business community. Shivani, good evening to each and every one of you. And yes, we are about bridging the gap when it comes to our community. You know, our parks are all Guyanese, Trinidadians, Punjabis, Bangladeshi. This is our community, and we're always promoting love, diversity, and unity. And you are running for District 28, and what's your mission? What are you looking to accomplish?
First and foremost, to all the listeners that are Muslim, Eid Mubarak to all of you. I know the holy month of Ramadan is amazing, and just being a part of so much love and just peace and bliss. It was amazing just to take part of it so actively this past Ramadan. I've always done iftars and Eid celebrations, but this year, like, I felt like I was so engaged with the community, and it felt truly amazing. But one of our biggest things that we want to accomplish through this campaign, and if hopefully with God's grace we get elected, is to bring our communities together. There's so much rich culture that all our communities share, but at the same time we're so divided. And I've been living here since, so pretty much my
the young generation, and I must say, young generation, you knowing what our community need. And I must say, we love Punjab and the culture and everything because we watch all the new movies. You know, he asked me what do I like about this community and what I don't like. What I don't like right now, I like the fact that we have unity, we have love. The safety is one of my issue.
Right.
I feel unsafe in this area at times, and if we could look into that, that would be great.
Right. Safety is a big thing that we're concerned with as well. We have a lot of families that live here, a lot of youth, and I think one thing we need to also take from is that we need to be open to the community. What the community needs is what the government their purpose should be to serve the community. And oftentimes, so far in this district especially, we're so underserved that the government doesn't even know what the issues of South Richmond Hill, South Ocean Park are, because they're never here. And that's why even the naming of Liberty Avenue now to Little Guyana, I love it, but this should have been done.
Right.
Punjab Way should have been done, but now it's election season. 1 month before elections, it's so coincidental that this is when the timing of it is.
We
right?
get things done.
Yeah. So
right.
I think we need to be very aware and cognizant of what these politicians do and when they do it, because if you look at the funding and where the funding goes, it's not here. So there's 3 main areas in this district: South Jamaica, South Ocean Park, and South Richmond Hill. So most of the funding is in South Jamaica. And not that I'm saying, you know, it shouldn't be there, but it should be that 2/3 of the district shouldn't feel left out. And that's what we've been battling.
You would say equally distributed.
100%.
Equally distributed. And what do you see our funding needing in our community? What would you use some of our funding for?
So my biggest thing is community centers. I think our youth, our elders do not have anywhere where they can gather safely and do extracurriculars, or the elderlies have services that can brush up their, Microsoft skills, or, these little soft skills for jobs. And I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to take Excel classes right here in 226. They don't have that no more.
Wow.
They don't have that no more. And I think there's so many things we can bring to this community if there's a community center. Second, just more recycling bins and just clean streets.
That was my second concern to him. See, he's reading my mind. That's my second concern when it comes to this area.
Right.
We see garbage bins, but we're trying to promote recycling, and you can't recycle if you're going to put everything in one bin. You need, the green bins are for recycle, right?
Right, green, blue, all of them. And lastly, I think education is a big thing. I went to John Adams High School, middle school, 226, PS 100. And if you look at MS 226 right now, it's been having construction for the last couple of years. If you look at John Adams High School, I graduated in 2012 and they put a scaffolding up. It's still there.
It's still there. I pass there all the time, yes. So we need progress, and we need things to be happening in this community, not just to start something and leave it there halfway.
Hey guys, it's Sean Doyle with United Mortgage. We're a licensed mortgage banker serving our West Indian community for over 30 years. We offer very competitive rates. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, we have a product that can fit your needs. If you think your credit score is an issue, let us know. We can find out and we can work to improve your score. Call us today, United Mortgage.
Now get it from the best Big Well Bakery and Halal Restaurant located 10708 Liberty Avenue in Richmond Hill. Now bake all your favorite bread, tennis roll and pastries on premises daily for you. Come in and try our egg ball, fish cake, jerk chicken, pepper shrimp and much more. We have all your breakfast, lunch and dinner specialties such as baigan choka, pumpkin curry, bake and saltfish, corn mutton and all your curry dishes, fry rice and chow mein. We guarantee you'll love our tasty food, so let us cater for your event. 646-386-6821. Let us do the cooking. Big Well Bakery and Halal Restaurant. Mother's Day is right around the corner. Treat your mother with love and respect, and don't forget to have her shining like the queen she is. Ramana Jewelry, the same great quality jewelry with excellent craftsmanship that you've trusted for over a decade, now relocated to 11106 Liberty Avenue. Stop by our showroom for special murti pendants, bangles, diamond rings, birthstone ring, necklace, earrings. We are specialized in American, Guyanese, and Indian jewelry. Expert repair, diamond setting, custom design. Need a special gift? Say it with jewelry from Ramana Jewelry, 11106 Liberty Avenue, 718-322-2262. We are talking with the handsome Mr. Japneet Singh, who's representing the South Asian community when it comes to District 28. And we're talking about safety, he asked me what do I feel like we need improvement in our community, and I think you guys missed that because I said safety. That's my number one, and that's also on your mission that security is important in our neighborhood. Keeping it safe, it keeps the crime rate down. Also, I mentioned that our community is quite, we as humans have to keep up appearances, and keep up appearances not just mean look good on the outside. We have to keep our community clean. We need trash bins outside, we need recycle bins outside, and we're trying to go green. Going green means more of recycling, and he's, urging us to stop the littering, as he's going to campaign with getting a cleaner community. And how are you planning getting a cleaner community?
So the main thing is, again, the trash cans, that if the city could have color-coded bins where you can recycle, why can't we have it here, right?
Right.
Community cleanups where all community members are obligated, not obligated, but feel involved, feel welcome, that they come out and join. Those are huge, right? Like for example, the Punjabi community, the West Indian community, the Black community come together and do one every month. That's a huge precedent. And once the community sees wow, the community leadership really wants these streets clean, they'll follow suit, right? And it's something little as even when I see someone that is throwing a bottle outside their car, if they see a trash can right on every corner, it's much more easier to be, okay, let me just be a polite neighbor and go throw it in the trash can as opposed to littering on the streets that I live at.
Right. Let's keep our community cleaner and safer. That's what we're echoing for today in our community. And as we're talking in Punjab, they celebrate Holi. You celebrate everything we celebrate in Guyana and the Caribbean, right? But they do it on a larger scale. What can I say? So it's about time we bridge that gap when it comes to Guyanese and our community. As we said earlier, Queens is our melting pot. We have Bangladeshi, we have all folks from all walk of life, especially Guyanese, Trinidad, and the Caribbean folks. Punjab, he is born in Punjab, but he was raised here. He went to the schools that I pass every day in Richmond Hill, that is John Adams.
Right. MS226, PS100. And one thing I want to add is that, so for example, if anybody goes to a mandir or a mosque or a gurdwara, Gurdwara. You got it.
Am I getting there?
We'll get you there. We'll get you there throughout this campaign. But one thing that a lot of our community members don't know, because we don't know, is that there's government grants, there's government funding that can come from the government to these houses of worship, and those grants and money could be used to serve the youth, the elderly. Like, we were one of the last neighborhoods to get vaccines here. Why is that? We have so many community hubs, but none of them were used as vaccine centers. One, the Gurdwaras was, but we have another one. We have mandirs. We have so many mandirs. We have so many mosques, but those are eligible for government grants. But until we don't know about these resources, like, there's a lot of churches that get free meals that they distribute to the community. Right. We don't know about these programs. We haven't even gotten ourselves to a point where we're eligible for them. So that's one thing I will work hand in hand with all community leadership, so we can get this government funding that's supposed to be coming here, that we just don't get. So we can better serve all our communities that live here.
There's one Gurdwara on 101 Avenue that's always, there's a lot of love and unity, and I could see their community work. It's always full with food pantry going on, so many things happening there. So again, we need to get it out there so more folks can come and get this help that is available. And what are some of the things that you're looking for to improve in our community? District 28, he's running for South Asian. He's a South Asian candidate for District 28. That consists of what areas?
So we have South Ocean Park, South Richmond Hill, South Jamaica, and Rochdale Village.
And he's running he got 3 opponents, am I right?
2 opponents.
2 more opponents,
including myself, third, yeah.
Okay, well you got my vote so far, because I'm not sure who the other candidates are. And it's important when you're running for any city job, because you have to be out there doing the work and being the voice and echoing. And I want to say big up to his campaign manager, beautiful Guyanese. Yes, he got the Guyanese community back. The beautiful Shivani, good evening. And his campaign manager, she believes in you, and she look at the gap that we have, and she wants, I must say, he representing the young generation, not the older generation, the younger generation, where, you went to school, as you said earlier, the language we speak in Queens, and the college you went to. How many languages we talk about?
Just Queens College has over 117 languages spoken. Queens has over 300. So that's a lot of different people. Just in Queens, we're like the world's borough, as they call it. And I think it's very, very important that our communities have a seat on the table. We do not have any Indo-Caribbean on the table. We do not have any South Asian on the table. So it's time that we get one of us in so we can teach the rest. Because we have a lot of lawyers, we have a lot of doctors, we have a lot of entrepreneurs. But now it's time we enter the realm of politics. And that's when we can be like, okay, we have equal representation. That's
right. If you're just joining us, we are talking with our South Asian candidate, Mr. Japneet Singh, who is representing us today. He was born in Punjab but living in Queens, Richmond Hill, I must say, since he was 8 years old. Thank you for joining us on Shanaz Musical Sensation. What do you love more about our community and the Guyanese, living among our Guyanese and West Indian Caribbean folks? What do you love about them?
I think the passion and just the love for community. I remember growing up right here on 115, there used to be block parties, right? And the Guyanese people used to
love block parties.
Because the Guyanese people used to always be the DJs or just host them. And I used to always sneak out of my own block just to join that one, because I'm like, that's the poppin' block. That's the poppin' block, so I have to join in.
As we said earlier, you want this community to live in love and unity, and you're looking to bring improvement when it comes to sanitation and safety. SNS, safety and sanitation, little improvement. And He does love our culture. You've seen our Diwali parade put together by the famous Lakshmi Singh. Lakshmi, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good friend of ours, good friend.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the beautiful person and the interview. You know, you've seen it put together by the beautiful Lakshmi Singh. What's your thought on that, growing up in Richmond Hill?
Right. I think that's a very big historic step for our communities. The Punjabi community also celebrates Diwali, so I think next year, hopefully, if elected, we make it bigger and better. And
if elected or if he doesn't elect, he's still gonna
100%,
participate in it because
100%.
you've been here for so long and
Right.
seeing. You know, I'm gonna make sure Shivani, you know, remind him to come again. Let's do
Yes.
some work together.
Yes.
Make a bigger festival because you know. Music brings folks together.
Right.
Nothing brings people together more than music and food.
Right, the best of two worlds. That's the best combination.
So I love Punjabi food. What's your favorite Guyanese food?
I would say doubles, to be honest. Like
Trinidad, you see, he's going for the doubles because
doubles,
you know.
Sings roti shop. That's where I have my first doubles, and I go there at least like every other week just to grab some.
Doubles, guys. I love doubles too. That's my go-to fast food and I'm on the run, you know.
Right, 100%.
And Shivani, what's your favorite Punjabi food? You have his dish before.
Anything with paneer.
Paneer. How about palak paneer? Is that
yes, that's
palak
good.
paneer?
Yeah.
Hers is her favorite is karahi paneer.
Karahi paneer.
She loves that.
Your food is much more tasty than ours. I mean, you know, you guys
you
add a lot of spices in the food. We add a lot of love, but the love, you know, we still need more spices. So you could see us in the restaurants, in the Punjabi and the Indian restaurants as much. But I can't, for someone to leave Punjab and come to one of our restaurant, as much as I don't see a lot of Punjabis in our Caribbean restaurant, it's not as spicy.
Right.
It's a different taste, but I would go for the spicy food. As much as I love Guyanese food, I would go for the spicy food.
Right.
So I love Punjabi food. I love Indian food.
We'll bring you some Indian food next time. Punjabi
Yeah,
food.
you know, I must say thank you to Samosa Bites. I call them and order lamb kebab and biryani because it was Nurses Week and they throw in a box of samosa because they say, hey, you didn't order from us in a long time. I said it's Nurses Week and they throw in samosas, you know.
Nice.
And I work with doctors from India, Africa, Greece. So they love our food. They love West Indian food, and now they're gone from West Indian to all the spicy food. Imagine going from Guyanese food, which is mild, and they're having spicy food. So you know, it's good to learn about different cultures.
That's a big transition there.
It is a big transition. One of our doctors at first, he's from Greece, so he got red when he had tandoori chicken. He was like,
Yeah, I can imagine that. Oh man.
So it's a big transition. Hey Rohan Naidu, good night to you. The beautiful Auntie Jean Bajan, Auntie Nalini Naidu, thank you. And Ramadan Mubarak to the entire Muslim community. Yes, Auntie Jean of Canada, Riyadh, good night to you. What would you like to urge? I know when it comes to election 22nd.
Yep.
This is a big election.
I think this is going to be the most important election of our lifetimes.
Well, guys, you heard it. This is the third candidate I have so far for the last month who's saying June 22nd is a major election. It's a big election. And they're all urging you to get out there and vote.
100%.
Get out there and vote. It's easy. The locations are where you're registered, right? You could check the zip code, type it in, and they will tell you where you're registered to vote. Go out there. You will see his name on the ballot alongside two other candidates who I'm not sure who they are, but I'm sure who you are. And you also be doing the door-to-door.
Yes.
And he's looking on food hampers for our community. And if you think there's a need for something, please reach out to him or myself or Shivani, his campaign manager, and we'll see to improve that or how to make it better. You have to have your campaign manager before we leave just to say a few words because she's standing strongly behind you. And, you know, any last words you have for our voters out there? It's June 22nd. June 22nd, get out there and vote. There's an early election, I believe.
Yeah, so you can start voting on June 12th. That's when early voting starts. You can actually vote right now too. So there's absentee ballots. So say that you don't feel safe to go to the ballot or you won't be in the city. You can request the absentee ballot to come to your house. So this is super easy. You can do it online. You can reach out to our campaign office as well, which is on 119-22 94th Avenue. So anybody who would like to volunteer or would just want more information on this election, please feel free to come anytime from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. anytime. So
And you will have, thank you, we'll have Shivani, his campaign manager, say a few words, and she'll put in some more information later in the chat, so you guys can reach out to her and ask her how to vote, or what can you do to contribute to his campaign, or, you know, so many things we could do. So thank you, Mr. Japneet Singh,
us. Yes.
and I hope to have you again in the studio. Wish you all the luck, and I always urge my viewers to go out there and vote. You know, that's your civic duty. Go out there and vote. You don't have to vote for anyone that I believe in, but as the practice, and that's your First Amendment. Go out there and vote. So thank you very much for coming by. I wish you success.
Hello viewers, this is attorney Naresh Gahi with Shanaz, and welcome to the show today about immigration. Let's talk about another program through which you can qualify for US citizenship even if your English is not good. So imagine that you have your green card in this country, alright? Now you have a green card and you've had your green card for more than 15 years. 15 years? So let's take it this way, that you got your green card in the year 2005. Great. So you got your green card in 2005 and now you are 55 years old. I have some good news for you. If you are 55 years old and if you have been a green card holder for more than 15 years, the great news for you is that you may only have to take the civics exam test in your language. So what do people do? When they know that they've had the green card for a long time, when they have a problem in speaking English or writing English, they come in and see me. The free consultation helps us make us realize whether you can become a citizen or not. So for our viewers, we have kept our offices open from Mondays until Sunday. So we are open 7 days a week. And if you want to become a citizen, if you speak very little English, or if you're over 55 years old, it's much easier for me to help you with your citizenship, especially if you had a green card for more than 15 years. And if you're 50 years old, and if you have a green card for more than 20 years, again, we can make your life easy. And if you know someone who doesn't speak any English, but if that person has a serious disability, do you know what? That test. So these are some of the ways through which you can qualify for a citizen. And the last thing I want to tell you, last but not the least, do you know that even if you have a criminal record in this country, even if you have a criminal record in this country, you may be eligible for US citizenship. A lot of people are scared. They think, I have a criminal record, I will never be able to apply. That is wrong. It depends upon the nature of the crime. We've had clients who've had criminal records in the past. We work with them and some of them became US citizens. Prior results do not guarantee future outcome, even if you have a criminal record. Even if you speak a little bit of English, or if you are over the age of 55, or if you're over the age of 50, and if you had a green card for a long time, you may be eligible for citizenship, even if you have problems in English. The good news is that if you have problems in English, our attorney can go with you inside, which is legally allowed, to represent you for your legal rights and be present over there and see how well you do at the exam. So if you want to become a citizen, call Gay and Associates. You want to apply for US citizenship, call us at 718-764-6911, 718-764-6911, and our offices are located at 17329 Jamaica Avenue, Jamaica, New York. Late evening and weekend appointments are available. Call us and plan your citizenship, or if you know someone who's struggling with their citizenship or has failed the citizenship exam, ask them to call us and we'll be happy to review the legal matter. Thank you, folks.
Hi guys, it's Sean Doyle with United Mortgage. We're a licensed mortgage banker serving our West Indian community for over 30 years. We order competitive rates. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, we have a product that can fit your needs. If you think your credit score is an issue, let us know. We can find out and we can work to improve your score. Call us today, United Mortgage.
and halal restaurant located 10708 Liberty Avenue in Richmond Hill. Now bake all your favorite bread, tennis roll, and pastries on premises daily for you. Come in and try our egg ball, fish cake, jerk chicken, pepper shrimp, and much, much more. We have all your breakfast, lunch, and dinner specialties such as baigan choka, pumpkin curry, baked and saltfish, corn mutton, and all your curry dishes, fried rice, and chow mein. We guarantee you'll love our tasty food, so let us cater for your event. 646-386-6821. Let us do the cooking. Bigwell Bakery and Halal Restaurant. Mother's Day is right around the corner. Treat your mother with love and respect, and don't forget to have her shining like the queen she is. Ramana Jewelry, the same great quality jewelry with excellent craftsmanship that you've trusted for over a decade, now relocated to 11106 Liberty Avenue. Stop by our showroom for special multi-pendants, bangles, diamond rings, birthstone ring, necklace, earrings. We are specialized in American, Guyanese, and Indian jewelry, expert repaired, diamond setting, custom design. Need a special gift? Say it with jewelry from Ramana Jewelry, 11106 Liberty Avenue, 718-322-2262. Ramana Jewelry.
Shanaz Musical Sensation.
You're watching Shanaz Musical Sensation on the famous John from Queens YouTube channel. Continue supporting our #1 YouTuber, John from Queens. I'm yours truly, Shanaz Hussein.